So,
Yeah,
Hinesh, you want to take us through the kind of the goals of a resume?
yeah, sure. So, guys, listening, if you think about a resume, just step back for a moment. What is the goal of the resume? Well, really, ultimately, it can't get you a job, but it can help you get a job interview, right? So if we look at that, that's why you see that in bold red font there, land the job interview. That's one of the primary, you could argue the primary function of a resume. So if you work backwards from that end goal, what can you use it for? Well, really, you started as a marketing tool. It is your introduction in many cases, maybe in most cases, to a prospective employer, right? Whether it's through a recruiter, whether it's through a database, eventually it lands on the desk of the person hiring or the HR person screening it. You want it to summarize effectively your experiences, your education, what you have to offer. You want it also to make a positive impression. Just like when we speak, people get an impression of us. Similarly, when you write and you pull together a LinkedIn profile or a resume, it communicates how you write and how organized you are. And then finally, one thing you might want to do is consider how to convey your unique value. What is relevant about you and what is significant to the employer that's looking at it? So, how do I communicate that value effectively? And we're going to go through some of the details on this. But these are the things that you want to be thinking about as you're developing the goal and the overall strategy of how your resume and in parallel how your LinkedIn profile might be targeted. It should be effective for inbound as well as outbound marketing of yourself. So inbound is you post your job on you post your resume on a database, or you have given it to a recruiter and they have it and they may come to you. That's inbound. So it has to be effective for that, but it also has to be effective for outbound. This is when you make the push yourself to an employer or a recruiter and you're applying for a job or you're out there pushing for a job. That's push and pull. And some people have various versions of resumes, and we can get into that at another time. But think about it from push and pull. How is this going to help you land a job interview?